Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please do let me know. We can listen. That's good. Great. No issues whatsoever. Great guys, amazing, amazing. So how are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody all right? Please let me know. No issues. Great. So how is everybody? Did you guys had a productive day, or like still I have not been able to inculcate the habit for you guys to study? Okay. Were you guys able to have a good day today, guys? Please let me know. Good, productive, super productive day. That's great. Good. See, every day you should be aiming for studying a bit. Okay. The more that you study, the more knowledge that you gain, and the more knowledge that you gain, it will help you in some way or the other. Knowledge never harms you. Okay, always remember that. Just make sure that if you are aiming to get an internship, you are aiming to get a good job. Okay, your college knowledge is not going to help you. Okay, so aim every single day to study something new to grow yourself in terms of your knowledge. Okay, not growing yourself in the terms of wrong knowledge. Okay, but in studies itself. What was your CTC in Google? So for freshers in Google, the CTC is usually 60 lakhs per annum. That is usually the CTC of freshers in Google. So I joined as a fresher. The same was for me as well. Okay, good guys. uh Great. So please try to focus upon your studies. Okay, do not do anything else. The more that you study, the better your chances are. Focus upon data structures, focus upon computer programming, focus upon algorithms, focus upon one of the core technologies that you want to do. Okay, so all these small things, okay, all these small things you should be doing that. Okay, the date of Hotstar clone is changed. Yes, Khushi, it I think so it will be starting from 15th, I guess. Okay, so for those guys who want to study HTML CSS, who don't know HTML CSS, they can join the next particular bootcamp that is starting from 15th, guys. That the bootcamp name is Hotstar clone. So the project that we will be creating right over there will be the Hotstar clone using HTML and CSS. So first we'll learn HTML, then we'll learn CSS, and then we will be starting with our clone, that is the HTML clone that will be done at the end of the bootcamp. So for those guys who want to register for that, you guys can definitely do that. Okay, it will be great as well for you, for us to be able to interact with you guys. It is going to start from the 15th of this month. So if you guys want, you guys can definitely do that. I'll provide you guys with a link of registration as well. No issues in that. See, all the other boot camps that you guys want to join, you can go to our website devtown.in. Inside of that, you can go to events. From there, you will be able to see all the future boot camps that are there. For example, the Hotstar clone. Then we are having backend web development. Then we are having web animation using CSS. We are having hands-on cloud computing, DevOps, web animation using JavaScript, Google Drive clone using HTML and CSS. So a lot of different events have already been scheduled for you guys. So if you guys are interested in joining these boot camps, learning right over there, you guys can definitely join. It would be great for us as well. I'll provide you guys with the link to the page. Okay, so right over here, I have provided you guys with a link as well. I have pinned it up as well. So those guys who want to register for these boot camps can definitely do that. It will be great for me to be able to talk to you and to be able to have you guys and help you guys with the same. What's your current CTC? I cannot disclose that because currently I'm working, but it's approximately equivalent to a Mercedes-Benz E-Class. So I got to know about DevTown from WhatsApp groups. I had to do a process of sending screenshots of 5 groups. Do I need to do that process repeatedly? Do I? See, try to understand this, that DevTown is a non-profit organization. Okay, we either we do it for free, just like these boot camps are there. So I'm the one who is taking this boot camp. So I don't charge anything. I just sit here and I want you guys to come to these boot camps, explore these boot camps, learn as many number of things as you are able to do that. Get your projects done, get some certifications done right over here. Okay. Else, for example, we have some training and internships. So in training and internships, we teach you guys everything from the basics to the most advanced levels, overall good projects, and a long period of time itself. So those are our training and internship. We charge a little bit because we have to provide you guys with doubt assistance. We have to provide you guys with mentors who are able to teach you every single day. So all these type of stuff have some cost to it. So we just charge what we have to pay to our employees. That's it. So either we do it for free or we do it to cost. Okay, we don't take any profits. Like I have some other startups that I'm currently running. That is where I'm focusing upon a lot more. I just love helping the community out. That is the reason why we have this boot camps in place. So for that reason itself, we usually ask you guys to help us to spread the news around about the boot camps so that you guys are able to enjoy right over here. So if we don't do that, will it lose future teaching after 15? Why don't you schedule after this boot camp? Do not worry, Tejas. We will be having both the boot camps going on. Do not worry about that. The timings of the boot camp will be moved in such a way that both the boot camps will be happening. So I will be taking up 2 boot camps in a day. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's get started with our today's class. We will not be wasting any more time. Okay, so shall we start with our today's class, guys? Please let me know. So which programming language is better to learn? I'm planning to join some institute where they provide programming language courses and help us for placements. So please tell Chetan, first of all, just learning programming language, no matter what somebody tells you, is not going to get you any placements. Anybody who is promising you placements on the basis of learning a programming language is just bullshitting you. Please try to understand that. No student is supposed to get any placements by just learning a programming language. Okay, for example, if you're planning for web development, then JavaScript should be your language of choice, but you will have to learn front-end web development with React. It will include React, Redux, hooks. You should be learning backend web development with Express, MongoDB, Node.js, microservice architecture. You should be learning cloud computing with AWS. You should be learning DevOps, Docker, Kubernetes, CI/CD, Git, GitHub version control. After learning all that, you can get a placement. In that as well, you have to focus upon data structures and algorithms and competitive programming as well. If you are aiming for companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, then DSA and CP is also something that you will have to study. There is no roundabout about it, guys. There's no shortcut. There is no short path. There's one path in which you will do thousands of different things till you will not get placed. There's one path in which you have to do just one particular thing. That is learn. Not just a programming language, but a lot of different things. But that path is fixed. If you're doing that, yes, I can guarantee you that you will be able to get a placement. Okay. Is British Airways good for data analytics internship? Absolutely. DSA is necessary, of course. Okay. So let's get started with our today's class, guys. Let's get started with our today's class. Let me open up Code Sandbox right over here. We were using, I think so, Code Sandbox yesterday. So can you guys let me know what have we studied in our previous class, guys? Can you guys give me a brief introduction about what have we studied in our previous class? Please let me know. What have we studied in our previous class, guys? Could you guys let me know? We studied about a little bit about components. Good. Okay, the Red Bull got over even before starting the class itself. I'm very sorry for that. So I finished it up just before the class. So now I'm sitting without a Red Bull. But the energy is still high. Don't worry about it. Okay. We studied about React, React DOM. That are the requirements that are there. We studied about the render method from React itself. Okay. Yesterday I told you guys one thing. Do you guys remember that? Okay. How many of you guys remember something that I told you guys, that here the JavaScript that we are seeing is very different from the JavaScript that we learned. There is some sort of HTML code that is present inside of our JavaScript code. Okay, there's some sort of HTML code that is present inside of our JavaScript code itself. right? And I told you guys that this type of JavaScript code is called as JSX, guys, or JavaScript XML. The one that we were learning up till this particular point of time, before starting React, the one that we were learning was called as vanilla JavaScript. Okay, the vanilla flavor is the most simplest flavors that is present in ice cream, right? So the simplest form of JavaScript, the original form of JavaScript, is usually referred to as vanilla JavaScript, guys. But right over here, what we are seeing on our screen is called as JSX. Now, what is this JSX? Why is it so important? And why are we writing our code in JSX instead of your vanilla JavaScript? Okay, these might be some of the questions that might be popping in your head, guys. Am I right or wrong? Please do let me know. These might be some of the questions that might be popping in your heads or not. Like, if it is not popping, then there is something very wrong with you. Okay, but is it popping in your head, guys? Okay, it's not wrong with you guys, just that curiosity should be there, right? Ki, let me tell you it in Hindi itself, if some of you might be able to understand. कि साला like पढ़ाया सब चीज हम लोग को JavaScript में, okay, और use कर रहा है JSX. What is wrong with this particular person? There might be some questions, right, like that, right? Then why are we learning vanilla JavaScript if we were going to use JSX? So there is some points that needs to be like kept in mind while learning right over here. Okay, now let me just open up your live chat on my mobile phone as well, so that if this closes down, I am able to still see your chat. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me open up the live chat on my mobile phone as well. Okay, guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm opening up the live chat on my mobile phone. Okay, so it will take me 2 minutes to open it up. I'm very sorry, I'm a little bit slow handling tech, but I'm trying my level best. Okay, so this JSX that you are able to see on your screen, okay, it's called as JSX or JavaScript XML. It's a little bit different from your vanilla JavaScript, guys. It is a little bit different from your vanilla JavaScript. So what happens is that let's see. Okay, if I don't use JSX, okay, just instead of telling you guys what is going to happen, okay, instead of telling you guys that this is the difference between JSX and vanilla JavaScript, let us write the exact same line. Okay, let us write this exact same line in vanilla JavaScript, guys. You don't need to understand what I'm writing. Okay, you don't need to understand what I'm writing right over here. The code that I'm writing is not something that you need to understand. Okay, what you need to understand is the code I'm writing it in vanilla JavaScript, and vanilla JavaScript is the basic version of JavaScript that we were learning before starting React.JS. What we are seeing right over here is JSX code. Okay, it's a little bit different. So let us see how different it is. I will do the exact same line. I will write this exact same line in vanilla JavaScript, guys. So you don't need to understand what that is, but I will still try to explain you guys. Okay, so var h1, I'm creating a variable called as h1, and I'm going to call it as document. What is document, guys? Can somebody let me know? What is document? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know what is document, guys? The index.html file. That's great, Payal. You guys remembered index.html file. So document.create element. Okay, document.create element. Now, what do I mean by create element? I want to create a student inside of our index.html page. Okay, I want to create a student called as the h1 student. I want to create a student called as the h1 student inside of my index.html file. Okay, you need not understand this code. I'm just trying to show you guys how different it is. h1.inner html. That means the text that goes inside of this particular tag. Okay, the text that goes inside. Let us create the paragraph tag right over here. So we are using the paragraph tag. So var p is equals to document.create element p. Okay, that is this paragraph tag. Okay, I'm creating this paragraph tag right over here using vanilla JavaScript. Okay, then p.inner.html, that is what is the text that needs to go inside of this p tag. What is the text that needs to go inside of this p tag? Inside the HTML, what text should be there? So that will be hello world. Okay, that should be hello world right over here. Then document dot get element by id root dot append child p. Okay, is there a problem with this? Okay, I made some mistake right over here. Dot inner HTML is equals to hello world. Okay, so right over here, I've done the exact same line, the line React DOM.render paragraph tag hello world, that is what we want to publish, and then document.get element by id root. Okay, document.get element by id root. I've written the exact same line. That line is in JSX, guys. That line is in JSX. But right over here, I've written the exact same line using vanilla JavaScript, guys. So easily you are able to spot this, like Belagati Dheeraj has spotted it right over here. Very easily you have spotted it that it's very easy to use JSX rather than vanilla JavaScript. Very easy to spot that. The same line of code, okay, you were able to write it in just one line. Not at all difficult to understand, very simple. What do you want to put, where do you want to put, as simple as that. And right over here, you don't have to understand these 3 lines of code. Again, guys, you don't have to understand these 3 lines of code. What I'm trying to explain is that this is what vanilla code would look like. If you're using the plain old vanilla JavaScript, then this is what it will look like, guys. And it looks like shit. Okay, it is very difficult to understand. That is the reason why we are not trying to understand it as well. More the amount of code that we have to write, and the more complex the website is, the exponentially the number of lines of code will also increase, and the more complex the code will also become. That is the reason why we don't use vanilla JavaScript. We use your JSX, guys. Okay, again, you don't need to understand these 3 lines of code. It's very simple. These 3 lines of code is called as your vanilla JavaScript code. What is vanilla JavaScript? Whatever you have studied, the JavaScript that we were studying, alert, prompt, then your var, and all these kind of concepts that we were studying before starting the study of React.JS, that is called as vanilla JavaScript. That is the most simplest form of JavaScript that exists. Okay, and we are not using it right over here. What we are using is called as JSX or JavaScript XML, where we are able to write your HTML code inside of your JavaScript code. Okay, where you are able to write your HTML code inside of your JavaScript code, and it makes things very easy for you. The exact same thing done in just vanilla JavaScript is just too long. It is just wasting a lot of time. But if I am saving this, I'm removing this entire line. I'm saving this. I'm going back to my React app. It is printing the exact same thing on my website. It's doing the exact same thing. Still, hello world is coming up to your website just like before. Right now, you're just doing it in vanilla JavaScript. Okay, you're just doing it in vanilla JavaScript right over here. It's still working. It's still the same, but more amount of code is there. Very hard type of code is written right over there, and you don't want to do that. That is the reason why we don't use vanilla JavaScript. We use JSX code. Now, the second particular thing is, please try to understand that the browser does not understand JSX code. Please try to understand this, that your browser is reading your code. Okay, your browser, you are using a Chrome browser. We are using a Chrome browser right over here. The Chrome browser is reading your code files, okay, your index.js, your index.html, and it is showing the visual aspect to you for you to use at the end of the day. Okay, your browser does not understand JSX code. It only understands vanilla JavaScript code only. Your browser can, if you are writing this particular code for your browser does not understand it. It is like some other language for it. Okay, your browser does not understand it. So but everything is working fine, right? We are getting hello world on our screens. Okay, we are getting hello world on our screens, right, guys? Then how is the browser showing hello world if he's not able to understand the JSX code that we are writing? For that reason, you are having this React library. This React library contains a compiler, okay, called as the Babel compiler. Now, these are technical things that might be asked to you guys in interviews. That is the reason why I'm teaching you guys this as well. Okay, these are technical things that might be asked to you guys in your interviews. Okay, so React contains a compiler called as the Babel compiler. Your Babel compiler will read through your JSX code and will convert this exact same JSX code to this vanilla JavaScript code for you, so that your browser is able to easily understand it. Are you guys able to understand this? The Babel compiler that is present inside of this React library reads your JSX code, reads your JSX codes and compiles it down into exactly these 3 lines of vanilla JavaScript code. Okay, so whatever JSX code that you're writing, Babel will read that, it will translate it into vanilla JavaScript, and that vanilla JavaScript is what basically your browser basically uses. Your browser basically uses at the end. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. For those who are joining late, okay, for example, what is Babel? Babel is a compiler. Okay, think about it as a translator. Think about it as a translator. It will read your JSX code. It will translate it into vanilla JavaScript. And that vanilla JavaScript is what your browser is able to learn. So you don't have to do that process. You don't have to write everything inside of vanilla JavaScript. Okay, you don't have to do that. That is handled by Babel itself. So this JSX code gets compiled down into exactly these 3 lines of vanilla JavaScript code itself. Okay, exactly these 3 lines of vanilla JavaScript code that I have written right over here. But of course, we don't care about it. We don't give a fuck. Okay, why? Because we want to take up a little bit easier path, right, guys? We want to get a little bit easier path, right, guys? Okay, so I'm able to see a lot of questions coming through my way that are asking. First of all, the first question is, sir, the screen is blurred. I'm not able to see the screen. I know some of you guys are using YouTube for the very first time in your life. You were living under a rock before this. So to help you guys out with the same, I'm still there for you. So when you are opening up YouTube, the video, there should be a gear-like icon on the top right corner itself. Click on that gear-like icon. It will show you some options. Okay, in that, select quality. Increase the quality to 720p or 1080p. Okay, and you will be able to see the screen clearly. If you still feel that you're still not able to see the screen clearly, there might be some oil, grease or dust that is there settled on your screen of your laptop. Take it, rub it against a cotton t-shirt. You should be able to see things clearly. Even then, if you're not able to see things clearly, maybe your specs has the similar issue. Take it out, rub it against it, and then you should be able to see the screen clearly. Even then you are not able to see the screen clearly, I will definitely suggest tomorrow the first thing that you should be doing is go to a fucking hospital. Get your eyes checked up. Okay, good. So try to make sure that these type of questions are not thrown across my face, because you guys are here to study IT. You want to get into IT, you want to get into programming, and if you don't know how to use YouTube, then may God help you. Nobody else can. Okay, try to make sure that whenever I'm speaking something, try to be present in that moment, try to understand it. Okay, these type of questions, I don't think so I'm not an IT support person that should be helping you guys out with the same. Just a instructor right over here trying to help you guys out. Okay, good. Okay, so and don't be like Gopi Bahu. Don't take your phone and wash it with soap and water. Then you will complain that, sir, I washed it with soap and water, now it's not working. Just like take it and rub it against your t-shirt or some shit. Okay, what is append child p? So append child basically means your whatever is the parent element, you are appending the paragraph tag below it. Okay, append child, as the name suggests, there is a child, there is a parent, you are appending it. Append is an English term. Again, you don't have to understand that vanilla JavaScript code. The reason for that is you are not never going to use it. I just wanted you guys to know that this is what it will look like, because to make you guys understand Babel. Okay, again, vanilla append child is basically an English term. You should be able to understand it from right over there. Okay, good guys, amazing. So the next thing that I promised you guys was that we will be creating our very first component today, guys. Okay, we will be creating a very first component in today's class. Okay, do you guys remember that I promised you guys that today we'll be creating our very first component, or did you guys forget about it? If you guys forget about it, then you guys have not revised yesterday's class. That was the assignment that I gave you guys, right? To revise yesterday's class. So if you haven't revised it, you don't know what the promise I made. Okay, revise things, guys. Programming is all about practice. The more that you practice, the better you would be at it. If you're not practicing it, you are in grave danger. Okay, good. So we have learned about React, one of the uses of the React library, that is Babel. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create our very first component. So creating a component is very simple. We are going to create a function. Can somebody let me know how to create a function, guys? Please let me know. Okay, before starting to create a component, I need to make some pointers clear to you. Otherwise, you guys will be like, sir, I'm not able to understand it. So before starting a particular, our topic of components itself, let me make a particular topic clear to you guys. That is some basics of HTML, very basics of HTML. The name HTML, okay, means hypertext markup language. Okay, hypertext markup language. Our focus is on markup. Okay, markup language, guys. What do you mean by markup language? So how many of you guys have seen the movie The Mummy? Okay, have you guys seen the movie The Mummy, guys? Please let me know something so that you guys are able to relate to what I'm teaching right over here. Have you guys seen the movie The Mummy? Or have you guys seen Moon Knight? Okay, Moon Knight is one of the Marvel series that is there. Maybe you must have seen that. Okay, I don't think so. There will be a lot of people that might have not watched The Mummy as well, and not even Moon Knight. Now that is just a very dull life. If you guys haven't seen both of them, I will definitely suggest go and watch both of them first of all. Okay, you are not even studying, you're not even watching movies. What are you doing in your life? Okay, do something. So right over here, guys, when you are watching these movies, this Egyptian movies itself, you guys must have seen one thing. Let me show it to you guys. Let me go to Google Images. EGY. Egyptian hieroglyphs, guys. Have you seen these type of symbols in some of these Egyptian themed movie, guys? Please do let me know. Okay, have you seen some of these movies? There are some kind of these symbols in this Egyptian themed movies that are there. These are called as hieroglyphs, guys. Okay, these are called as hieroglyphs. Okay, now what do I mean by, so hieroglyphs are also called as markup languages, guys. Okay, hieroglyphs are also markup languages. HTML is also markup language. Hieroglyphs are also markup language. Now if I am teaching you guys about HTML directly, you guys will be like, bore kar raha hai. So I'm like, okay, we'll learn about Egyptian hieroglyphs. So in Egyptian hieroglyphs, you have some type of images that you are able to see on your screen. Okay, they have text as well. It's not as if they just use these images to talk. They have some text as well. Okay, now they add these images to these text. Okay, so for example, if I'm having a sentence that what are you doing? Very simple sentence, right? What are you doing? Okay, not a very like you are not able to understand what is its meaning, right? Because it is like written somewhere. Okay, I'm just writing it down on the screen. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, so to understand the essence behind that particular sentence, the Egyptians, what they will do is they will draw a crow and a lion or something like that inside of the sentence. That basically means that this sentence was said angrily. The person who was saying that was saying, what are you doing? Okay, he was angry right over there. So they add these hieroglyphs to their normal texts to increase its value. The same thing goes with emojis as well. Emojis concept in real life. Okay, same. So you're texting your friend, you are like, what are you doing? Okay, and you're putting up angry emojis right over there. So that emojis basically increases the knowledge that is getting transferred via that text. So maybe some of you guys are not even into the Egyptian things itself. So what about emojis? Emojis, everybody is using it. Emojis is also a format of markup language. What they are doing is it is adding a little bit more information, a little bit more knowledge transfer is happening when you use that with text. When you use that with text itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Everybody is able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, this UV guy needs to be removed from the class. He is no longer should be there associated with the class. He's not interested to study. Okay, good. So the same thing happens with HTML as well. You are having some normal text that is there. Okay, this is a normal text. DevTown. Okay, this is a normal text, guys. Nothing too complicated to understand right over here. Normal text, right? Now I want this text to be big and bold. I want this text to be big and bold, guys. So what I will do is I will use HTML right over here. I will use HTML right over here, guys. What I will be writing is, okay, H1, closing tag H1, dev down. Now the exact same text, okay, now the exact same text will appear big and bold on my screen. Dev down. Why? Okay. Why is that happening, guys? Because I am using a markup language. This H1 text that you are able to see right over here will make your text, whatever normal text that you are having right over here, convert it into big and bold, guys. Will convert it into big and bold. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So these are text, these are tags. Okay, this is the H1 tag. We have seen one more tag that we have seen right now, right? The paragraph tag. Do you guys remember it? If I want to convert anything into a paragraph, I just have to replace this H1 with a paragraph tag, the P tag. And whatever text that I'm having right now will appear like a paragraph inside of our website. Okay, it'll appear like a paragraph inside of our website. Right, guys? So these type of tags are there in HTML that help you create websites itself. Okay. Now one of these tags, so an H1 tag will make your text big and bold. A paragraph tag will make your text into a paragraph itself. Okay. The next particular thing is, what if you are having, what does this div tag make? Okay, what is this div tag? What is the use of this div tag? H1 tag, big and bold, paragraph tag into a paragraph. What about this div tag? So think about it. When you're going from one place to another, okay, you are going from your home to your school itself. You want to carry your roti as well as sabji to your school, right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. You want to take up your roti and your sabji to your school. Now there are two ways to do that, right? You can take up the roti in one hand, the sabji in the other, and go to your school itself. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. You can take up the roti in one hand and the sabji in the other hand and take it up to the school itself. Right or wrong, guys? But you don't do that. What do? You use a tiffin box. You use a tiffin box itself. You place your roti and your sabji inside of the tiffin box and you take it to your school. In a similar way, maybe I want to transport the H1 tag and the paragraph tag from one place to another. I want to take it from one place to another itself. In that particular case, I will use the opening and the closing div tag. Div tag is like a container tag. It is like the tiffin box for other tags. H1 makes text big and bold. Paragraph text makes things into paragraph. Div tag does not do anything. Div tag does not do anything. It does not do any kind of changes. It's a container tag. It's a tiffin box. You can put as many number of tags inside of it, it's fine. Okay, but it will not make any changes. It is just a tiffin box itself. It's just a container. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know, guys. Good. So we can now move into our previous question. What was the previous question? I just forgot about it. That is, we wanted to create our container. Sorry, our not the container. Our what do you call it? What did we want to my brain is stuck as the container position itself. Very good. Okay, we want to create the component itself, right? We want to create the component itself. Okay. So please, one request. This is so important topic. Please tell more about this DevTag. Tejas, like I said, this is a React.JS bootcamp. Okay, we can't waste our time on learning HTML. So whatever we are going to use, I've told you guys about it, the basics, so that you are able to use it. If you want to learn about HTML, the next particular bootcamp is on HTML itself. You can definitely shift right over there inside of the HTML CSS bootcamp, and you will be able to understand it right over there. So right over here, we want to create a component. To create a component, we first need to create the function, guys. So how do I create a function? I want to create a function called as article. I want to create a function called as article, guys. How am I supposed to create it? Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know how to create a function called as article, guys? Can somebody let me know? Great, Himanshu. Please remember the function name should be having the first letter as capital. A good programmer will keep the function name, the first letter as capital itself. Please do remember that, guys. So function function, and then article article, that is my function name, parenthesis, and then I'm having my curly braces right over here. This function is going to return, okay, the paragraph element. Okay, this paragraph hello world element will be returned by this function, guys. You'll be returning the paragraph hello world element by this function. Okay, that is what this function is going to return. Now, instead of sending the paragraph tag, now please remember one more thing, guys. As you're able to see, this paragraph tag, okay, has some text inside of it, right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. This paragraph tag has some content inside of it. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Yes. So that is the reason why we need to have an opening and a closing paragraph tag, because there is some content inside of it. Okay, there's some content inside of it. That is the reason why we need an opening and a closing tag. If there was no content, you don't require an opening and a closing tag. So right over here, I'm going to remove this paragraph tag, and I'm going to use our component called as article. I'm going to use our component called as article itself. So right over here, this article component, okay, this article component we have already created. So this is how you create a very simple, this is a very simple component. We are going to go into a little bit more as well. But right over here, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Hello. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, okay, there is nothing that we have to put in between this article tags. Am I right or wrong, guys? There's nothing that we have to put in between the article tags, right or wrong? Yes. So what will I do is, I don't require this opening and a closing tag. I'll create this into a self-closing tag itself. This is called as a self-closing tag. Okay, wherein you don't require an opening and a closing tag, so you create it into a self-closing tag itself right over here. Okay, so now I'm going to save it. I'm going to go to my website, and as you're able to see, even if I'm reloading my page, I'm still able to see hello world printed out on my screen. I'm still able to see hello world printed out on my screen, guys. I've created a very simple component. Okay, I'm creating a very simple component created right over here, and I'm using it as well. Okay, now let's assume that I don't just want a paragraph tag. I want a h1 tag as well as a paragraph tag on my screen. I want an h1 tag as well as a paragraph tag on my screen, guys. So let us remove this for right now. Let us remove this for right now. Okay, we are going to have an h1 tag. We're going to have an h1 tag right over here. We're going to have, this is React boot camp, and then we are going to have a paragraph tag. Hello sir, I'm in HTML class attending and finishing 7 days, but certificate is not provided. Mohammed Basha, I will request you to email with proof on certificates@devtown.in. If you have all the attendance, please send us the proof for that. And whatever the else requirements was there within that particular bootcamp. The certificates, I think so, have been released. So if you have not got it, maybe check your spam emails as well. Okay, so right over here, I'm going to have the paragraph tag as well. Okay, the opening and the closing paragraph tag. I'm just going to write some random text. I will just take up some text from the somewhere. Okay, I'll just take some random text from somewhere. React. Take this text from right over here, Control C here, and save it, and go back to my website. As you're able to see, we are getting an error right over here, guys. We are getting an error right over here. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Okay, I'm getting an error right over here. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Mohammed Basha, your question has been answered. If you're not able to listen to it properly, please do not disturb the class. We are getting an error right over here. What does this error mean? Right over here, you can only send one tag at a time. Here we are trying to render 2 tags at a time, guys. We can only send one tag at a time. So how can we do that? What is the process? The answer you should also already know, guys. The answer you should already know. Okay, what should I do? Okay, I will just remove this person from the class itself. I've already answered his question and he's just creating a ruckus in the class. Okay, so right over here, as you guys are able to see, what should I do right over here so that I'm able to convert this from 2 tags into just 1 tag, guys? Exactly, we are going to use the div tag right over here. We're going to use the div tag right over here, guys. I'm going to use the opening div tag, and I'm going to encapsulate both the tags into a closing div tag right over here. I'm going to save it. Okay, so right over here, as you're able to see, this div tag is nothing else but a container tag. I'm containerizing the h1 and a paragraph tag into the div tag, and now if I'm going back to my website, you are able to see that the h1 tag as well as the paragraph tag is available on your screen. Okay, the h1 tag as well as the paragraph tag is coming up on our screen, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand it as well? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand it? Why are we using the div tag? Good. So next thing that we are going to do is we are again going to convert our h1 tag into a component, guys. Okay, I'm going to create a component called as heading. Can somebody let me know what should be the process of converting this h1 tag into a component, guys? What should I do to convert this particular component, this particular element, that is the h1 tag, into a component called as heading, guys? Can somebody let me know what should be the first step? What should be the first step of doing that? Creating a function. Good. What should be the function name, guys? Heading. Good. So function function, heading, heading. Okay, parenthesis. Then what should this function return, guys? What should this function return? Can somebody let me know? What should this function return, guys? What should this particular function return? Great, the h1 tag. Good, guys. I'm going to remove this from right over here. Control X. I'm going to make it return the h1 tag. And then I'm going to use this particular component right over here. So heading, heading. I'm going to use it self-closing tag because it does not need anything inside of it. If you're going back to our website, it's working absolutely fine. But now there is another problem, guys. There is another problem. all the functions are we going to create in the exact same file? It is so unorganized right over here. Please try to understand it. Right now we are creating very puny as very simple, very bullshit quality of components. Each of these components usually in a very big project will have thousands and hundreds of thousands of lines of code inside of it as well. Okay, please try to understand it. Here we are creating a very simple component of just returning an h1 tag. Usually when you're creating a component inside of a big project, there'll be thousands of lines of code just for one simple component. Multiple developers, not just one developer, multiple developers will be working on just one component itself. Not even the entire project, just one component. They will be working upon it. So we need to make this a bit more organized. See, there are two types of people in this world. Just think about it. Whatever your partner is, okay, what the person that you're going to marry, there can be two particular parts of type of people. One is a very organized person, okay, everything has its proper place, everything is neat, clean, tidy. You will enjoy living with them. And the second kind of person is a particular person who has like kept his shoe on the top of a cabinet, okay, socks inside of the cabinet, okay, under the cabinet, okay, their underwear hanging on top of a door or some shit. Okay, food of 3-4 days lying on the bed itself. Very unorganized, very unhygienic. Nobody wants to live with that particular person, right? The same thing happens with developers as well. There are two types of developers. One who makes sure that their code is organized, their code is fine. And the second kind of person is, we call it as spaghetti code. Okay, inside of development language, we call it as spaghetti code, which is not organized, just like anything is happening everywhere. No company wants to keep that quality of coder inside of the company, because when he will leave the company, the next person won't be able to identify what the fuck have they written inside of the code itself. So they always want good programmers as well. So we are going to organize this. To organize this, what we are going to do is we are going to create another file, guys. We are going to create another file right over here called as heading.jsx, guys. We're going to create another file called as heading.jsx. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know, guys. Heading.jsx, guys. Are you guys able to see this? We have created this file right over here. So this is a JSX files. Okay, JavaScript XML file. For JavaScript XML to work, what is the very first thing? What is the very first thing that you need to have inside of this file, guys? Can somebody let me know? For JSX code to work, okay, what is the very first thing that this particular file requires for the JSX to work, guys? Please let me know. React library. Amazing, guys. React library is what we require. So we are going to create const react is equals to require react right over here. And then the next particular thing is we are going to just cut this function out from right over here, paste this function right over here, guys. Okay, and then okay, so these are the two lines of code that I've written right over here. The first is we need React for this to actually work, because this is JSX code. The second particular part is to create the function called as heading. Okay, now try to understand it. Let's take up this particular example. Okay, so let's take up an example, guys. This is India. Okay, this is India, guys. This is India right over here. India is basically your index.js. Okay, India is basically your index.js right over here, guys. You are having another particular country, that is USA. Okay, USA is your heading.jsx. Right now, which particular file has your heading function? Does your index.js has the heading function, guys? Does the index.js has the heading function? Can somebody let me know? Why I not write React DOM? Because React DOM is being utilized inside of index.js. Are you using React DOM right over here? No, you're not using it. Then why are you requiring it? If you require it, then only you will use it, right? Don't be a hoarder. Your code needs to be optimized as well. Don't require shit which you're not using. Okay, so index.js does not has the heading component, but it requires the heading component. It wants to use the heading component itself, right, guys? heading component needs to be used right over here, but index.js does not has the heading component, whereas your heading.jsx file has the heading component, but it is not utilizing it. Okay, heading.jsx has the heading component, but it is not utilizing it. So let's assume that right over here your USA has iPhones. Okay, USA has IPHONES, iPhones. Okay, that India requires iPhone right over here. Okay, similar to that, the heading.jsx has the heading component. Heading.jsx has the heading component which is required by index.js. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please do let me know. So what will USA do? USA will export the iPhones. USA will export the iPhones to India, which is importing it. Right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. We have to export, okay, the iPhones that India is going to utilize. Now, are iPhones the only thing USA will be exporting? No, right? They will be exporting millions of different things at the same time. So basically USA will have iPhones, will have MacBooks, will have laptops, will have guitars, will have televisions, will have so many different things. There are multiple different things that USA is exporting as and is exporting at the same time. But by default, okay, but India just needs the iPhones, right? India just needs the iPhones, nothing else. So by default, what should be exported to India, guys? By default, okay, we need to export. USA needs to export iPhones to India, but by default, that is the only thing that India should be importing. So the default thing to be exported will be iPhones. The default thing that needs to be exported will be the iPhones itself. Nothing else should be imported by India, just the iPhones, because that is the requirements. So the default export, every time anybody is importing something from USA, it should be iPhones. It should be iPhones right over here. The same thing is happening within these files as well. I will have to export the heading component by default to India. Okay, by default, the heading component should be sent out, should be exported, and India, that is index.js, should be importing the heading component. Right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. India should be importing the heading component right over there. Just think about it as countries. Okay, your country requires something, you import it from the country that you are requiring it, and that country will be exporting that goods to you. Okay, the exact same thing is happening right over here, just that instead of countries, you are having files. Instead of your goods, you are having the heading component itself. So same thing that we are going to do right over here as well, guys. We are going to export by default the heading component. We're going to export by default. Which component should be exported? There will be millions of functions right over here, guys. Inside of heading.jsx, you don't know. You are writing a very simple component. But inside of heading.jsx, there will be millions of functions that you are going to export. Which function should get exported by default? What is the default function that needs to get exported? That is the heading function, guys. That is the heading function right over here. Similar to that, we need to import the heading function right over here, guys. Import heading from /heading. Now, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by this particular statement, guys? Okay, I'm very sorry. Yes, now it's fine. So what do I mean by this statement? I want to import heading. Okay, heading is the component that I want to import. Okay, which component do I want to import? The heading component. So I'm importing the heading component from this particular file. That is the heading.jsx file. You can write heading.jsx right over here. Just to make it a bit more clear, I'm going to write heading.jsx right over here. So what does this // mean? Okay, what is this ? Okay, so just look at this particular file system, guys. The heading.jsx and the index.js are present inside of the same folder called as src. Right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Heading.jsx and index.js is present inside of the same folder, that is src, right, guys? So dot slash basically means inside of the same folder, wherever index.js is present. Wherever index.js is present, inside of that folder, find the file. Dot slash basically means inside of the same folder, find the file called as heading.jsx. Okay, heading.jsx. Now you don't have to mention .jsx right over here. It's a personal choice. Usually as a developer, we can ignore the .jsx. It will still work absolutely fine. There will be no issues whatsoever. So dot slash basically tries to identify where is this heading.jsx file present. Where is it present? Dot slash basically means inside, wherever index.js is present, inside of that particular folder itself, find the file called as heading. That is what it is trying to identify right over here. You go to a website, reload your page, as you are able to see, it's working absolutely fine. This particular heading is created using a component itself, a proper component. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So we'll have to import and export each component individually. Can't we export the entire file? Then what's the use of creating using React? If you are just doing that, what is the use of using React? Just don't use React. Don't get a good job. You want to use React, and this is how you are supposed to do it. Okay. For those guys who are late, who are joining in the middle of the class, it will be very difficult for you guys to understand it. So no issues in that. Today, again, same thing. Whatever I've taught today, sit, do it yourself once. Do it yourself once, guys. I'm trying to explain you this particular fact that it is very important for you guys to understand what we are doing right over here. Okay? Good. Also, guys, I am very proud to announce that this month, for the month of February itself, we are proud to announce that we have done a placement, the highest ever recorded placement of 950 students. This is the very first time that we have achieved this number. Our highest number was approximately 890 students. This time we are very happy to announce that we have placed more than 950 students up till now, with the highest placement rate of 60 lakhs per annum inside of Google via 12 students. So up till now our highest was 10. This time we have placed 12, and we are very happy to announce this for you guys. Okay, with an average placement of more than 16 lakhs per annum for full stack web development, more than 15 lakhs per annum for data science, and 12 lakhs per annum for your cybersecurity. And the best part, I've not even told you guys the best part. The best part is we have got a 99.2% placement ratio this month. I am very sure whatever students are left, they will get placed in the next month, but 99.2% this month. That is higher than most of the IITs this year. So I'm very proud to announce this for you guys. And actually it's not us, but it's you who are doing this hard work, that you're doing this dedication itself. Okay, so try to make sure, guys, that you guys are also pushing yourself beyond. I have very high hopes from you guys. Very high hopes from you guys. Okay, the only thing that I'm expecting from you guys is your dedication. You guys are very brilliant. I've seen, like, when I started out, I felt as if like it's not going into the right direction and everything. It has been 2 years into this particular experience itself. Proof or it doesn't happen. Sai Ram, you can go to our website devtown.in/graduates, and you guys can see the current graduates as well that are getting placed right over here. Along with that, you can go on LinkedIn as well. You can search for ex-employees of DevTown, and you will be able to find all the different students that have been placed by us. Everybody. We have Cognizant, Samsung, Gap Inc., Oracle, Geo, Amazon, Accenture, Flipkart, Microsoft, Google, many different places that we have placed our students. And it's all thanks to you guys. The love, the support, the amount of efforts that you guys are placing in for your own. Of course, at the end of the day, if you are getting placed, you are not coming to me and giving me all your CTC, right? You are the ones who are enjoying it as well. But it makes me so happy to see our students doing so well. So I hope that you guys are also keeping your head straight. Okay, learn as much as possible, practice as much as possible. Every day I have just one thing, okay, just one thing that I tell you guys, okay, that practice whatever I'm teaching, just practice, guys, nothing else. So when you say that you place students, does that mean actually place them, or they studied from your plans and got placed themselves? If it's the first, I would like to register Kumar Aryan. So the 99.2% students that got placed, every student we place them, every student we have placed them. The first job that we provided to them, it was through us. Their first internships, their first job opportunities, everything. So yes, I'm very proud. Of course, it's all up to them. The more that they study, the better that they are able to do. I am very happy for them. Of course, I just want to make sure that you guys are also following the same path. Make sure, guys, just study, guys. Okay, it's very important. Daily practice as much as possible, guys. Okay, try to make sure that you guys are studying in the right direction itself. Okay, give your efforts. Your future is in your hands. Okay, it is in nobody else. Nobody. Somebody can teach you, somebody can guide you, somebody can provide you the opportunities as well. But if you are not putting in your hard work, if you are not paying attention, if you are not practicing, if you are not studying, nobody can do anything for you. Nobody. Have that dedication, guys. This is your life. You have to decide whether you want to go for a 3 lakh rupees a year job, or you want to go for 3 lakh rupees a month job. You have to decide that. The kind of lifestyle you want to roam around in a scooty, you want to roam around in a Mercedes Benz. That's up to you to decide. Your future is only in your hands. The more that you study, the more that you put efforts into it, the better you would be at it. Okay, that is just my suggestion, guys, for today. So can somebody let me know what is the assignment that I've given to you guys? Please let me know, guys. For today, what is the assignment that I've given to you guys? Please let me know. For today, what is the assignment that I've given to you guys? Whatever I have taught you guys today, revise it, practice it. This is your very first. See, I'm able to motivate you guys to some level, but that motivation needs to stick as well. It's need to stick in your brains, and that I will be seeing tomorrow. I want to see how many of you guys are able to revise and practice what you have done. Try to take it up as a challenge. I'm challenging you guys. Okay, try to take it as a challenge itself, guys. That how can I not do this? Very simple, very easy. I will do it. It will take me 15-20 minutes, but I will do it. Take it up as a challenge itself, guys. Try to make sure that you are completing this challenge. Prove everybody wrong. Okay, prove everybody wrong, guys. Okay, good, guys. So challenge is accepted by everybody or not? Are you Barney Stinson's or are you Ted Mosby? Okay, for those guys who don't know the thing, it is basically from How I Met Your Mother. So basically, are you guys accepting the challenge or not, guys? Yes, accepted. The Josh is high, right? Good. Take care about these things, guys. I'm always there for you guys, no matter what. Okay, no matter what, guys. One more thing, guys. We have started this Campus Ambassador program. Okay, we have just started out with this Campus Ambassador program. So my team told me to inform you about it as well. So in this particular campus ambassador program, what we do is we for us to reach out to different colleges, it's very difficult at the end of the day, because we are a very small team and we cannot hire somebody else as well. So we have this campus ambassador program wherein you will be interning with DevTown for a short period of time or a long period of time. You will be the representatives of DevTown in your own colleges. You'll get an offer letter. You will get a certificate of internship as well. There is no currently there is no stipend for it. We are trying to do something so that we are able to provide you guys with stipend as well, but currently there is no stipend. um but yes, this is the DevTown program. You will be the face of DevTown in your own college itself. You will be encouraging your friends to join the DevTown boot camps or the programs or the community in general itself. You will be the face of DevTown in your own campus. You'll be promoting these free boot camps in your college as well as organizing the free workshops. So we also organize some free workshops for colleges wherein we go there, we teach there, we have some online workshops that we create itself. Okay, so you will be helping you guys out with that. And the next particular part is whoever is doing well, so we award our top campus ambassadors with some courses, with some goodies from our end as well. So if you guys are interested, okay, so if is somebody interested to join the campus ambassador program, guys, we call them as campus representatives and our citizens because of DevTown. Okay, because it's a development town, so we call them as our citizens of our town itself. Okay, so we have a lot of different things. We have some small internships and everything that is always going on. So if you guys are willing to participate in the campus ambassador program, so for those guys who want to participate, I'm providing you guys with the link right now. I will provide you guys with 5 minutes if it's possible to fill this form up for those who want to pay attention, who want to get into it. Okay, so no matter from which college are you from, no matter if you are passed out, no matter if you are from first, second, third, fourth year, no matter from which particular background you are from, if you want to be a part of DevTown, like into the core team itself, you guys can definitely just fill up this form and somebody from DevTown will be like reaching out to you guys very soon. Okay, so I'm providing you guys this at a link itself. Okay, campus ambassador link. So for those guys who want to be a part of it, could you guys please fill the form right now? Yes, it is for free. Okay, do not worry about it. Currently all over the world we are having somewhere around 9,000, as you are able to see the numbers are in front of you. We're having 9,936 campus ambassadors throughout the entire world, guys, throughout the entire world. Yes, it's for free. Do not worry about it. You will be interning with us. We'll be giving you guys offer letters. We'll be giving you guys internship completion certificates. We won't be able to provide you guys with stipends right now, but like we will definitely be trying our level best to provide you guys with that as well. Okay, so right over here, guys, I'm providing you guys with the link. I'm providing guys with this link, guys. Those who are interested for that, okay, those who are interested for that itself, could you guys start filling the campus ambassador form up? Okay, those who are interested for that, could you guys start filling the campus ambassador form up itself? Okay, earlier you said that your CTC is around a Mercedes-Benz E-Class, which is equivalent to $57,800. I'm not in US, I'm in India. In India, the cost is very different. Okay, in India, the cost of a Mercedes-Benz E-Class is 90 lakhs. That is approximately 1.2 lakh dollars. I'm from India, not from US. Okay, so and the second thing, that is my job. Okay, not. I'm not going to spend my money for that. We whatever we do right over here, we do it for free. We don't do it for anything else. Please read my comment. Many of us are like confused about a domain. I'm unable to choose a domain. Very confused. What should I choose? Please, some words. Himanshu, I'll be answering this question tomorrow. Do not worry about it. Okay. Do not worry about him. For those guys who are interested to participate in the Campus Ambassador program itself, I provide you guys with the application link. If it's possible in the next 10 minutes, can you guys please fill it up? Okay. If you guys are interested to participate in the Campus Ambassador program, could you guys please start filling it up in the next 10 minutes? Will that be fine? Will that be fine, guys? The attendance will be shared after 15 minutes itself. Okay. The attendance will be shared after 15 minutes. Right now, for those who are interested, okay, to join the Campus Ambassador program, you guys can start filling the form link right over here. Okay. Yes, Afroz, even if you are not a part of a college, but you want to be a part of the community, you can definitely do that. Okay. If I reappear in one subject, will that be a roadblock for placement? Teach me if you are passing. Then yes, you will do that. Just pin the message link. Yes, I've already done that. Mysterious Akash. Okay, I've already done that as well. But for those who want to participate in the Campus Ambassador program, you guys can fill up this particular form itself. After 10 minutes, I'll be giving you guys the attendance link as well. Do not worry about it. Okay, after 10 minutes, I'll be providing you guys the attendance link. So you guys can fill up the form for those who want to be a part of the Campus Ambassador. Till when the recession will come? In India, I don't think so there will be a recession. The reason for that is very simple. We are very cheap labor for tech companies. Please try to understand this. Any person who is being hired in US, they are getting paid at least 5 times more than what a similar and a twice hardworking guy of IT with more amount of knowledge is getting paid in India. In India, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in neighboring countries itself. We are very cheap labor for IT companies. Very cheap labor, guys. That is the reason why in India the recession is not going to come, because of that simple reason. We are cheap labor. We have, you think that 60 lakhs CTC is a lot? Okay, my counterpart who was working in US was earning $500,000. $500,000, almost 7 times more than me. Having the same experience, less knowledge, he will be working for at most 7 hours a day. I'll be rubbing my ass for more than 11 hours a day itself. Still, I was being paid 7 times less than him. So for them, for a company, we are cheap labor. They are not going to let us go out very easily. Okay, so you don't have to worry about recession in India or neighboring countries. What you need to worry about is learning. Okay, you cannot just dream of getting into Google. You have to work hard for that as well. I'll be showing the attendance in the next 8 minutes, guys. I'll be showing the attendance in the next 8 minutes. If you guys are interested in the Campus Ambassador program, you guys can switch this up right over here. So any meetup in Ranchi? In the anime, maybe I will be coming to Ranchi very soon. I studied from Ranchi itself. That is the reason why. I'm very eagerly waiting for to attend the Hotstar clone. I'm attending this bootcamp, but this will end on 17th. So how can I attend the Hotstar at 15, 16, 17? As the current time is the same of Hotstar. That time will be changed for Hotstar. Do not worry about it. Okay. So your CTC is 60. My CTC was 60. Not right now. Right now I've changed my company itself. And don't ask me why did you change the company. It's very simple. Because somebody else was paying me more. Okay, and for full stack, what does the average they got? For full stack, the average was right now, it was 15.7 lakhs per annum, but right now it is 16 lakhs per annum. So this Flutter has opportunities. Don't go with Flutter. Go with Mern stack, and on top of it, go with AWS and in DevOps. Okay, once you have completed that, you can learn React Native. That would be better for you guys. Okay. So for those guys who are interested to participate in the Campus Ambassador program, you guys can fill up this particular form, guys. In the next 5 minutes, I'll be giving you guys the attendance. So for those guys who are interested to participate in the Campus Ambassador program, please, guys, in the next 5 minutes, please fill out the form. Okay. Exactly what is the duty of a Campus Ambassador? So to encourage your friends to join boot camps of DevTown, Try to organize a event in your college with DevTown itself, some technical event just for your college. Okay, so all this type of stuff we will be guiding you guys. Do not worry about it. Okay, so for those guys who are interested in the campus ambassador program, please fill up this particular form, guys. Okay, please fill up this particular form. I have provided this form in the live chat itself. After 4 minutes, I will be providing the attendance itself. Okay, so please, those who are interested, start filling up this form. Okay. Okay, a lot of questions. Sir, how can I develop the habit of reading books? In college, we have developed a habit of shortcut and only watch videos. How do you read books? So every day I set up an alarm. Okay, an alarm system. I just have a book for 1 hour. I will just open that book and read it up. Today I bought 3 books for me. I went outside, I bought 3 books and I'm reading those from tonight. So I've tried the code that you have taught us today. I'm not able to get the output by doing import and export. Mahi, I will just show you the code once again. This is the code. I'll just go through it once again so that if you have made any mistakes, you are able to rectify it. So just look at this particular part of the video, see the code that is there, pause the video and see it. If you still feel that there is some problem, do let me know. Do we need to learn DSA if we are interested in full stack? Anybody, if you are interested to get, no matter if you are interested in full stack, data science, cybersecurity, software engineering, software testing, no matter what you are interested in, if you're interested to join companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Flipkart, Oracle, all these have a big ass name companies or startups as well, you need to learn DSA. There's no other way of going about it. Which programming language is useful for a mechanical engineering predator? There is no programming language that is necessary for you, but if mechanical engineering students also get placed into IT. So I'll suggest go with full stack development. What was your first job? How did you get it? My first job was in Google itself. My first internship was in Reliance Industries. So that was a little bit different. So yeah. So now I'll be providing you guys with the attendance as well, guys. I think so. Those who were interested to participate in the campus ambassador program, they have already done that. So let me provide you guys with the attendance link right now. No issues in that. It was great that almost 600 students have enrolled themselves into the campus ambassador program. So I hope that you guys will be joining us and we'll be having an awesome time moving further. So I'm having a lot of high hopes from you guys. Okay. So let me create the attendance link for today in the meanwhile. For those who want to still participate in the campus ambassador program, I've already provided you guys with the link for the same as well. So whatever questions that you guys are having, one day we'll organize a career guidance sessions, guys. Okay, do not worry, we'll have a career guidance session for one day on Zoom call, and I will try my level best to help you guys out with whatever questions that you are having. Do not worry about it. Okay, so we'll have a career guidance session, guys, wherein I will be live inside of Zoom and you can ask me any question that you want. Do not worry about it, guys. I have provided you guys with the attendance link as well. The attendance link is in the live chat. Okay, the attendance link is in the live chat, guys. The attendance link is in the live chat, guys. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see the attendance link in the live chat, guys? Please let me know. Please start filling up the attendance link, guys. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 8:50. Okay, it's 8, right? 8:54 the attendance link will be closed. At exactly 8:54 the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up the attendance link, guys. At exactly 8:54 the attendance link will be closed. Set an alarm for 8:54. It is possible to get a job with backlogs as well if you clear those backlogs. Okay, Sohel Sheikh, a little bit more help is provided in the live course because the instructor is there. That will be my suggestion. But yeah, the rest is almost the same. Okay, thank you so much, guys. The attendance link will be closed at exactly 8:54. Please start filling up your attendance link right now, guys. Can we go for Salesforce? No, not at all. Do not go for Salesforce. You'll get a package of 2 lakhs, 3 lakh rupees at most, and that is not something, that is not a lot of growth. Most of the people in Salesforce usually try to convert themselves into software development, but now at that point of time, it's very late. Okay. So I provided you guys with the attendance link as well, guys. Please start filling it up. We'll meet tomorrow exactly at 7:30, and we'll continue with our class tomorrow itself. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.